A growing wave of frustration against Chinese investments is sweeping through Thailand. Recently, a major disaster has fueled public outrage, with many now questioning the role of Chinese companies in the country. On March 28th, the State Audit Office Tower in Bangkok, built by China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group, collapsed during an earthquake. It was the only building in the city to collapse, leaving 103 people injured or dead. While the tragedy has sparked mourning, it has also reignited long-standing resentment towards Chinese enterprises operating in Thailand. As public attention turned to concerns about low-quality infrastructure projects under the Belt and Road Initiative, new information surfaced. Reports revealed that China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group had already been delaying wage payments to workers before the collapse. This added to the negative perception of Chinese firms in Thailand. A video published by the media outlet Thai Today has circulated widely on X. It shows Thai workers protesting outside the State Audit Office Tower before it collapsed. They were demanding unpaid wages and clashing with site representatives.
You guys said you take the money from the bank loan to pay us, but you haven't. We've talked about this multiple times, not just once. I've spoken to you 3 times already. Who decides this, you or me? It doesn't matter whether you have money or not. You need to find a way to pay us. You promised the money would come from the financing. If that wasn't the case, we would have quit a long time ago. It was you who asked us to work. You asked us personally. You wanted us to do the job. That's why I came. You even asked me to bring more people because there weren't enough hands. So I brought people to help. But now, after finishing the work, we still haven't been paid. Do you expect me to just sit here and do nothing? I have a wife and kids to take care of. I need money. I've spoken to you 3 times already, and each time you act like nothing's wrong, doing nothing at all. You keep saying you'll help, but what exactly have you done for us? We've signed 3 or 4 contracts, all signed by top leaders, but after signing, no one does anything. No one is taking responsibility. Right now, I'm in serious debt. It's not a small amount. It's all borrowed money. Please, listen to me. Just pay us and let's finish this. We've done the work. We're not here begging for handouts.
The video has sparked intense discussion online. Many comments criticize the situation. Delaying wages all the way to Thailand, this is really embarrassing on the international stage. Unpaid wages, unfinished projects, and poor quality work, these are all hallmarks of Chinese companies. They cause trouble wherever they go. No one beats them when it comes to destruction. They create problems everywhere, and this is what the Chinese Communist Party is all about, evil communism. Someone who once worked for a Chinese company in Egypt commented, "Their Belt and Road projects are the same everywhere. I experienced it firsthand in Egypt." A Chinese user currently in Thailand shares, "I've rarely heard of wage reductions by Thai companies. Most Thai businesses are family-owned, and they care about their reputation. The problems usually come from Chinese companies, which lack a strong foundation and long-term plans. My employer would rather shut down early than fail to pay severance to dismissed workers, because if they didn't, they'd lose the ability to operate here. Thailand is a country where gun ownership is legal, so the consequences are predictable." An industry leader stated that funding from the Thai side for this type of project is usually paid in full. The fact that Chinese contractors still could not pay their workers suggests the funds were likely misappropriated. This kind of misuse of construction funds is reportedly common within China and appears to have been carried abroad. Based on the discussion and related details, it appears the unpaid wages may not have come directly from China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group. Instead, subcontractors failed to pay their own lower-tier contractors. Those workers stopped construction due to a lack of payment. In an effort to meet deadlines, CR10 Engineering Group approached the workers directly, promising to pay them out of the subcontractor share, but the promise was never fulfilled. These subcontractors were likely Chinese companies as well, given the common business model of China of passing contracts through multiple layers and extracting profits at each stage. This may explain why the State Audit Office Tower was the only one to collapse in the earthquake. When a project is subcontracted repeatedly and profits are taken out at each level, the final contractor often has to cut costs. This can lead to both unpaid wages and substandard construction. When wage delays continue, workers may halt construction, and the project may end up abandoned. As many online commenters pointed out, the Chinese Communist Party has exported problems like unpaid wages, unfinished construction, and poor quality buildings through the Belt and Road Initiative. These issues have triggered growing anger and dissatisfaction among local residents, which in turn is now fueling a rising wave of opposition to Chinese investment in Thailand. According to the media outlet Thai PBS, the search and rescue operation following the collapse of the State Audit Office tower has progressed slowly. As of April 9th, the incident has resulted in 21 deaths, with 9 survivors currently receiving treatment. However, 73 people remain missing. Due to the large amount of reinforced concrete at the collapse site, clearing the debris requires heavy machinery, making the search for missing individuals extremely difficult. Preliminary findings from authorities indicate that the steel used in the collapsed building contained inferior materials. Public opinion widely believes that CR10 engaged in cost-cutting practices. Opinio also posted on Facebook, pointing out that the steel used in the building closely matches the products from 2 Chinese-owned steel plants that were shut down by the government in December 2024. A metal recycling industry player in central Thailand told Radio Free Asia that the poor quality of the steel is due to corruption among officials and improper actions by Chinese companies to cut costs. He revealed these companies disrupt the market price system by initially using certified samples to pass inspections, but switch to inferior materials when mass production starts. As more inside information surfaces, the Tofu-Dreg quality of the project built by CR10 has become even clearer. Thai society is strongly calling for a thorough review of the quality of projects undertaken by Chinese companies. What's even more shocking is the response from CR10 after the accident. According to the media outlet Thai Inquirer, when the Thai railway investigation team visited the company's office in Bangkok, they found it abandoned with no one answering the phone. Local media also reported that 4 Chinese men were caught stealing 32 documents from the disaster site, suspected of attempting to destroy evidence. Someone commented, China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group didn't offer a sincere apology, wait for the investigation results, or compensate the victims. Instead, they fled overnight, which fully exposes the lack of accountability and responsibility in Chinese state-owned enterprises. From poor construction quality to labor rights violations and their irresponsible escape after the accident, the unlawful actions of CR10 have ignited growing anti-Chinese sentiment in Thailand. Under immense public pressure, the Thai Prime Minister has ordered a full investigation into all projects involving China Railway No. 10 Engineering Group, and a review of whether the materials used meet standards. The Thai public's frustration with Chinese companies has been building for years. In May 2017, former Thai Deputy Prime Minister Somkit Chatusripitak attended the first Belt and Road Forum in Beijing. He signed several cooperation agreements with China, including infrastructure, trade, and investment. This marked Thailand's formal participation in the Belt and Road Initiative. Later, as part of the Belt and Road, the China-Thailand Highspeed Rail project officially began construction in December 2017. This project, known as the Bangkok-Nong Khai High-Speed Railway, aims to connect Thailand's capital, Bangkok, with the northeastern city of Nong Khai. It goes through Laos, further linking to China's Kunming, eventually forming a pan-Asian railway network stretching from China to Laos, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. This also reflects the CCP's ambitions to dominate Southeast Asia. According to reports from the Ministry of Transport to the Cabinet, the high-speed rail project is confirmed to be 609 kilometers long, divided into 2 phases. The first phase will cover the section from Bangkok to Nakhon Ratchasima, spanning 251 kilometers with an investment of about $5.3 billion. The second phase will extend from Nakhon Ratchasima to Nong Khai, which has just completed its design phase and is awaiting cabinet approval with an investment of about $10.1 billion. This is a reduction from the originally promoted length of 867 kilometers, signaling a clear cutback in the project. The project has seen deep involvement from Chinese companies, both in technology and construction. It uses China's high-speed rail standards, including standard tracks, signaling systems, and train technologies, with technical support and equipment from China Railway Corporation. China Railway Corporation is the parent company of CR10. For construction, the first phase includes 14 civil engineering contracts and 1 systems integration and train procurement contract, involving several companies. China State Construction Engineering Corporation, CSCEC, is one of the contractors for certain sections of the first phase. Other potential contractors include China Railway Construction Company, CRCC, or subsidiaries of the China Communications Construction Company, CCCC. There's resistance in land acquisition along parts of the rail line. Local residents have expressed dissatisfaction with the compensation plans, leading to multiple delays in the project. Currently, only about 36% of the first phase has been completed. Despite using Chinese technology, there are many coordination issues between Thailand and Chinese teams, particularly in terms of technology and project management. Some Thai officials and residents have expressed concerns about the project's quality, especially following the collapse of the State Audit Office Tower. While the high-speed rail project is promoted as an opportunity for Thailand to connect with the global economy, there has been significant opposition within the country. Concerns include potential cost overruns, debt risks, and excessive reliance on China's economic influence, which could lead to control by the CCP. One of the main reasons for the downfall of former Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra was the Rice for Rail deal, which led many Thai people to believe the country's interests were being sold out. Many countries that have become involved in Belt and Road projects have found themselves facing debt crises. For example, Laos, which opened the China-Laos Railway in December 2021, is heavily indebted to China, having borrowed billions to build the railway. Laos has had to give China control of its power grid and allow Chinese security personnel to operate within the country, which has been widely viewed as a loss of sovereignty. In response, the Thai government has decided to fund the entire rail project on its own, rejecting loans from China to ensure full ownership of the railway. However, since Thailand cannot immediately afford such a large expenditure for high-speed rail, it may return to a rice for rail model, where payment could be made in commodities like rice, fruit, or minerals. Now, let's look at the economic and trade cooperation between China and Thailand. Since 2019, China has overtaken Japan as Thailand's largest foreign investor. The shift is closely linked to the first round of the trade war between the US and China in 2018, during which the Trump administration imposed tariffs on Chinese products. To avoid these high tariffs, many Chinese companies moved their production bases to Southeast Asia, with Thailand becoming one of the key tax avoidance routes. A large number of Chinese companies have set up factories in Thailand, but these factories have not brought the expected economic and social benefits to the country. Labor rights advocate Jirun Petra said, "There are more and more Chinese factories, but they hire very few Thai workers. They prefer to bring in their own workers from China, which not only violates Thai regulations on local workforce quotas, but also makes the local population feel marginalized." Jirun emphasized that Thailand does not oppose foreign investment, but Chinese companies should contribute significantly to the local economy rather than creating economic enclaves. Some Thai media outlets have even produced special reports criticizing the invasion of Chinese capital and held seminars on countering Chinese capital, portraying Thailand as a victim of China's economic dominance. Meanwhile, China's cheap products have flooded the Thai market, creating a strong impact on both local brands and Thai suppliers. Initially, this impact was concentrated in industries like electric vehicles and solar energy. Later, it spread to smaller household appliances, small goods, Chinese restaurants, hot pot chains, and Chinese supermarkets. The influence also extended to knockoff chicken bowls, Chinese truck logistics fleets, and the ice cream chain Mishra Ice Cream. In Boen, a town east of Bangkok with a large Chinese population, nearly all transactions are done in Chinese yuan and processed through Alipay. There is no denying that the Thai government has benefited from China's technology, investment, and visa-free policies to attract Chinese tourists, which has contributed to short-term economic growth. But this economic penetration has had far-reaching impacts on Thailand, causing significant local backlash. First, the influx of low-priced Chinese goods has severely impacted local brands and foreign suppliers in Thailand. Many people believe that China is exporting over capacity, which harms small and medium-sized businesses in Thailand. Let's take the chicken bowl as an example. This traditional Chinese dishware became popular in Thailand, especially in the Lampang province, where it became a cultural symbol. However, Chinese companies mass-produced these bowls at less than a quarter of the price in Thailand, overwhelming local artisans. Thai social media users angrily commented, "Our beautiful chicken bowls have been destroyed by China's cheap knockoffs. What is the Thai government doing? Why are they importing these inferior products?" The story of the chicken bowl reflects the current attitude of Thai society towards Chinese products and Chinese companies. In response to the surge of cheap Chinese goods, Thailand began imposing value-added tax on Chinese goods passing through free trade zones starting last year, aiming to protect local producers from the impact of cheap imports. On February 15, 2024, Thai Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin instructed officials to explore taxing goods under 1,500 baht entering the duty-free zones to curb fraudulent declarations. He pointed out that cheap Chinese goods were entering Thailand through e-commerce platforms and smuggling, harming local manufacturers. These goods lack proper certification and often infringe on intellectual property. For instance, Thailand's popular elephant pants are being overwhelmed by cheap Chinese imitations. Since the design is protected under Thai copyright, Thai customs have banned the import of Chinese-made elephant pants. In fact, China has been dumping not only low-priced goods, but also substandard counterfeit products into Thailand. On March 5, 2024, several major Thai media outlets reported that Thai authorities had cracked down on a cross-border live-streaming sales network, selling counterfeit and low-quality cosmetics, dietary supplements, and hazardous products from China. Authorities seized products worth around 462 million, approximately 138 million US dollars, in violation of regulations. The operation, which took place between February 18th and 28th, 6 warehouses across 3 Thai cities, confiscating nearly 50,000 counterfeit items across 107 categories, including skincare creams, shampoos, instant hot pot ingredients, and medical equipment. Most of the products lacked Thai language labels, raising concerns about safety and quality. The Consumer Protection Police Bureau stated that the network was highly organized, with some warehouses processing up to 2,000 orders a day. All the goods came from China, and some labels were poorly translated by machines. Authorities have turned over the seized items for investigation, and the suspects may face heavy fines and imprisonment for violating multiple laws. Another factor that has further contributed to public discontent is the cultural conflict between China and Thailand. The 2022 online feud between Thai and Chinese users provides a historical context for this. At the time, Chinese online users misunderstood comments made by Thai actor Bright and his girlfriend. It led to a boycott, which sparked a counterattack from Thai users. The heated exchange covered multiple topics, including leaders of both countries and cultural differences. Thai users responded with humor and creativity, showing their ability to self-deprecate, and ultimately came out on top. Although the feud stemmed from a misunderstanding, it revealed the growing divide in public sentiment between the two countries. In 2023, a video posted by a Chinese student in Thailand sparked significant controversy. In the video, he stated that even without speaking Thai, one could live in Thailand like at home. However, Thai TV network Channel 3's coverage of the video labeled it Thai province, which angered Thai social media users. They felt that this was an endorsement of Chinese cultural hegemony and a disrespect of Thai sovereignty and culture. On social media, many Thai users commented, "We welcome foreigners living in Thailand, but they must respect Thai culture." From economic infiltration to cultural clashes, labor rights to political conflicts, combined with the recent building collapse in Bangkok, these issues have sparked a powerful wave of anti-Chinese sentiment in Thailand. Behind this wave is a deep concern for Thailand's future and the country's well-being. Looking at the broader picture, this incident has dealt a devastating blow to the reputation of China's Belt and Road Initiative. The building collapse in Thailand is a warning sign for many countries, showing the potential dangers of engaging too closely with China. For them, this is a wake-up call. Staying away from China may be the safest way to go.